Hi, this is Jo from Move With Me Yoga and Pilates. Today I'd like to take you through one of my favorite yin yoga postures called Sleeping Swan. So let's get started. You'll need a couple of props to make this posture as comfortable as possible. In yin yoga, we aim to support the muscles or the bones as much as possible so that we can let our muscles relax and then stay in the postures for several minutes, depending on which posture it is. So for today, I have got a yoga block with me and a bolster. All you actually need is maybe a big pillow, a blanket or a towel, and whatever else you've got around the house really. Let me show you what you need them for. So we're going to start by coming onto all fours in a tabletop position, and then bring your right knee towards your right wrist and see if you can open that right shin up towards the front of the mat. Now, please don't force it here, only take it as far as is comfortable for you. And then you can start to walk your back foot back. If you just turn around and have a look back, you want to make sure that your back leg is moving directly behind the body. So I can see I need to straighten it up a little bit towards the center, and then I'm going to turn towards the front. The goal here is to keep our hips level. So it would be very easy for me right now to sit down and collapse onto my right hip or right buttock because I'm not open enough in my hips to fully sit down on the earth here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my yoga block. You could use a cushion, a towel, a blanket, whatever you've got. I'm going to pop it underneath my right buttock and then just sit back on it. And in doing so, I'm supporting my bones. So when we get into the full posture, I'll be able to relax. From here, I'm just going to open up the chest, settle in a little bit, see how it feels and make any adjustments I need to. And then if this feels good, you can start to walk your hands forward. So in Sleeping Swan, if you can imagine what a sleeping swan might look like, it's curled up. And I'm coming down so that I can rest my head on my hands. Or you might find it more comfortable to place your elbows on the mat and support your chin, or support your head that way. The other wonderful sensation is to use something a little bigger, such as this bolster or a blanket or a pillow, to support your upper body. You might place it up high. You can place it underneath armpits and chest, or maybe even just resting your head on it. So make use of as many props as you can to support your body. And in yin yoga, we're looking to find our edge. So it's not quite the same as restorative yoga, where we can totally relax. I do want you to be able to relax your muscles, but you should be feeling a sensation. So you can take the opportunity now to adjust yourself as much as you need to re-find your edge. For me, I'm feeling it in the outside of my right hip, in the back of my right leg a little bit, and maybe you're feeling it in your left hip flexor, so the area in front of your left hip. It will be different for everybody. And it doesn't matter so much what you look like. All that matters in yin yoga is that you're feeling it, that you're not feeling any pain. The sensations may be strong and uncomfortable, but they shouldn't be painful. And if they are, then please back out. And once you've made your final adjustments, then you can stay in this position for several minutes. Bringing the attention to your breath, slowing it down. You might notice the sounds around you, but try not to let your mind wander. Instead, you can bring it back to your breath as a point of focus. After you've stayed for several minutes, then very slowly use your hands to raise your head. Walk yourself back upright. And moving as slowly as possible, remove any props that may be in the way. You can place your hands back down about shoulder width apart. Come up onto your back toe, and then sweep your right foot back and come into downward facing dog. Maybe start by finding stillness here to notice the difference between both sides of your body. And then you can start to walk your dog, bending one leg and then the other. And then bring your knees back down to the earth. And you can do the other side. So thanks very much for watching. And I hope you enjoy Sleeping Swan as much as I do. My yoga teacher, when I did my teacher training, would encourage us to sit in yin yoga postures as much as possible. For example, when watching TV, reading a book. So maybe you can make use of it like that as well. Thanks everybody, and I hope to see you again soon.